Genesis and Adam and Eve, the first book of the Bible, even the first couple pages, prove that the Bible is full of fallacies and is in fact false, and it's a crock of shit, not to be taken seriously. So, we got my Bible here, and I'm gonna open to Genesis, and it starts with a bunch of different languages that you can get the Bible in. Now I'm to Genesis. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void. You're the almighty Shiznittle Bambizzle. Why don't you just make the earth like that? Why do you create a formless earth? That doesn't even make sense. It goes to say God created all of this stuff. The sun, the grass, the oceans, all of this stuff. Then God created whales, which obviously evolved from cows, but it says God created whales and every living creature and blah blah blah. And so we get through the 6 days that it takes to get. Well, He creates us last, of course, in His image. It says, "Let us make man in our image." Who is God talking to? After our likeliness. After our likeness. Who is God talking to in the first page of the Bible? So God creates man in His own image, even though He didn't make us in His image at all, because we're shitty sinners that don't have the superpowers of God. But so God blessed us and told us to be fruitful. There's one story of creation. He said that everything on the earth is ours to use. And then, it says He created man and woman right there. And later in the Bible you get the Adam and Eve story. In fact, it comes right after that. And but I don't want to get to that yet. So God has to rest on the seventh day for whatever reason. Number one, Christians claim that God existed before time, matter, and space, so He can't even have a time element, so everything He does should be instant, first of all. And second of all, why would He have to rest? It doesn't make sense. So then, He makes Adam and Eve out of dust, in the Garden of Eden, and, He tells them not to eat from the tree. Keep in mind that God knows everything and can see the future of everything. And He just made Adam and Eve. There's only 2 people on the planet, and He just made them, and so He should be able to keep track of what they're going to do. But they go ahead and they fuck up and they eat from the fruit of the tree. Whatever. I know Christians have all kind of bullshit stories about that, and they think Adam and Eve are the reason that we all suck and that humanity all sucks and is not comparable. We just can't compare to God. We suck. Humans are lowly beings, according to Christians. But I'm not even gonna push you there. What I'm gonna get to is this Adam and Eve. Come on now. We've got an omniscient, omnipotent, benevolent God. He creates 2 people, and they have 2 sons, Cain and Abel, one of whom kills the other, and they are supposed to populate the whole earth. Incest anyone? Now, you've got 2 males alive, 3 at one point, and a woman. Assuming Adam didn't have any more children, which it doesn't say, or they would have been named. Either Cain or Abel was literally a motherfucker. One of them fucked their mother. They would have to do it to procreate and continue the existence of the species, and I don't understand why God would set up a scenario like that. It doesn't make sense at all. You tell us that incest is bad several times in the Bible. There's a few instances of incest, but to begin your creation with the fucking of one's own mother necessary to continue the species. It just does not make sense. I would like it. I would love to have it explained to me, although I don't believe that it can be explained, except for the fact that the Bible is a bunch of nonsense. That seems to be the only explanation that would work. Yes, we can go further here. So, beginning to Adam and Eve, the second story of creation within the first 2-3 pages of the Bible. Mind you, why do we need 2 in the first 2 pages? I don't get it. So, Eve eats from the tree, as God knows that she will, and then he punishes them, because God likes to be like, fuck y'all, I'm gonna punish you, even though I have complete control over everything. This is not to my liking, and then I must be wrathful and vengeful, and I'm gonna punish somebody. And so we go there, and he casts them out of the Garden of Eden and makes us pay for their sins forever, which makes no sense at all if you're benevolent. Once again, another scenario that doesn't make sense. I'm only on page 3 of the Bible so far. It's over 1,200 pages, over 1,300 pages, I think. And if that's what's in the first 3, come on now, how believable a book is it? It is not even something that warrants to be taken seriously, except as a historical text, like a historical piece of literature or art. That is what it is. It's nothing else. The absurdity in the first 3 pages shows that. The continuing absurdity shows that. And I just felt like entertaining myself a little bit, so I made this video. So, peace, y'all.